guys, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and teddy pants-less. From the kickoff to the final whistles blow, we'll take the two and then we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we lay down our bets. No serious analysis, no expert critique, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks.
Wasted World of Sports crew, ahoy. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the second of the Nations Championship rugby games. Whilst this is going on, by the way, in the background, I couldn't help but notice that Japan are taking on Italy, and that is a game that's going down to the wire, 17 points to 10. The last time that I saw a score in favor of Japan, getting the job done at the moment over Italy. Let's see if they can keep that up. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to open it up on my other screen here, Nations Championship Rugby. And let's see. The All Blacks scraping home against France earlier. Match center, that's what I want. Japan, 24-10. 55 minutes gone. So, Japan getting the job done there for the Southern Hemisphere. Of course, Japan part of the Southern Hemisphere group, I do believe. So, there you go. Mr. Ed's dead. Ahoy, mate. Welcome along. Toilet Water Man. Ahoy. Tania Godwin, welcome back. Short Loin. Ahoy there, mate. Bloke Nugig. Ahoy, mate. Go the Wallabies. Well, I've got a score prediction for you. I wasn't very close with the last one, of course, thanks to that valiant effort that France put up. But I've got a better feeling about my prediction for this one. 23 points to 18 in favour of Ireland. How about that? See how that one goes. Wayne Stretch, ahoy, mate. No dis, ahoy. Good win, All Blacks. Wow, you might be the only person in existence right now that is saying that. Wow. Yeah, it was a scrappy old performance. They only just scraped through. Yeah, certainly far from... I don't think too many people would describe it as a good win. Also happening in the Wasted World of Sports, in the background, I'm following along here on my phone. The Cronulla Sharks have just gone 10 points to 0 over the Brisbane Broncos. 16 minutes gone in the first half there. So, red hot start for the Sharkies at Suncorp Stadium. The All Blacks scraping home against France. Wallabies and Ireland to come. 24 points to 10 Japan over Italy. That's around the grounds at the moment. Geordie, ahoy, mate. Yeah, very difficult to pick this game. Honestly, I mean, it's always hard when it's the first hit out. You've got nothing to go by, right? I mean, to state the obvious, we have absolutely nothing to base opinion on other than just a gut feel. The news and rumours that are circulating, we have absolutely no idea, though. I mean, this could be a brand new Wallabies team in terms of performance. Primrose, thank you very much for the heart me over there on TikTok. Much appreciated. Plenty more action still to come here. Wasted World of Sports. Waikato Maori, ahoy, mate. Them Irish, a tough nut to crack, but up the Aussies. Johnny Michael, ahoy, mate. JC3, Sharks giving the Broncos a hiding. Primrose, thank you very much for the heart me on, the finger heart, sorry. A heart me and followed by a finger heart. Geordie, thanks, mate. I was just about to pop onto the chat room and do that. Saved me the Saved me the trouble. Ireland are short-priced favourites for this one with the bookies, just so that you're aware. Ireland are the favourites going into this contest, so often when I'm torn, obviously the odds aren't always correct, right? They don't always get it right, just the same as we don't always get it right. But when you come into a contest with very little to go by, generally speaking, they know a bit more about what's going on than we do. So when they set those prices, they have a certain expectation of what's going to happen. And let's be honest, the house normally wins. They're not very often wrong. So, Bloke Nugig, is it bad that the only Wallabies player you know is Sualihi? Not at all. Yeah, I don't think that's bad at all. Primrose, thank you very much for the 11 roses over there on TikTok. Very much appreciate it. John Michael says, rugby on the moon. Well, that'll probably happen one day. 24 points to 10, says Geordie. Oh, Japan, yes. Japan are beating Italy, 24-10 at the moment. I thought that was your score prediction for this game, Geordie. Jacob, ahoy, mate. Yes, mate. This channel started because of rugby. The 2019 Rugby World Cup, the videos are still, I believe, in the archives on the YouTube channel. Wow, it was a little bit different. Everything was a little bit different back then. I was a little bit different back then. Back in 2019 Rugby World Cup, when this channel started, I had short hair and a mohawk. Tania Godwin says rugby on the moon would stop injuries and it'd be a very slow game without gravity. Now, obviously, when I said rugby on the moon will probably happen one day, I was, of course, referring to, obviously, if Elon Musk gets his way. That's what I mean. I don't mean we play. And obviously, if civilization does move to the moon, obviously speaking, there would be some sort of gravity-enforcing domes and whatnot that we would be living in up there. But anyway, let's not get too sidetracked. Oh, boy. I love the tangents that we get off to. Teams are out on the fields, and, of course, there's a bit of pregame to go through. Mr. Ed's dead. Ahoy, mate. You look marvelous. Just marvelous. Well, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. So, my try scorers for this one. My try score guesses. Max Jorgensen has been very, very reliable for me in the past, so I generally stick with guys unless they give me a reason not to. Max Jorgensen has given me absolutely no reason not to back him in here. Max Jorgensen, anytime try. Fraser McWright, he's always a little bit of a smoky for mine, but he's a workhorse. He's a workhorse. He will always be involved in and around the place somewhere, gets his hands on the ball a lot. He's always a smoky for anytime try for mine. For Ireland, absolutely adore Jack Conan, the big bollock in number 8. And he's also come through Six Nations last year, Six Nations the year before. The man has come through with tries so many occasions. He's come through for me to smoke a same-game multi. So this first cab off the ranks, this first game for Ireland, I'm backing him in. Jack Conan, anytime try. And, of course, Jamie Osborne, chances are that there'll be tries from the wing. Jamie Osborne playing on the wing for Ireland. So unless there's been any last-minute changes to the lineup, I'll be sticking firm with that. Bundy Aki is still playing. Yes, indeed. Big bad Bundy. It's Matt. This game, if you're in Australia, my friend, this game is live on free-to-air television, Channel 9. So for those of us in Australia, Channel 9, free-to-air coverage. Wallabies taking on Ireland. Tanya Godwin, you love Elon, total genius. And also, just quietly, if anybody else dipped into those SpaceX shares before it rocketed, like I did, you're probably as happy as I am right now too. But anyway, I digress. Kickoff not far away. The Australian national anthem going on as we speak. The Nations Championship continues. Lachlan, ahoy mate, you went to the Rugby World Cup in Japan. Very nice. I'll tell you what, speaking of Japan, still one of the greatest moments of all time for me was Japan when they caused that big boil over. Eddie Jones, coaching them at the time, led them to that boil over of the Springboks in the Rugby World Cup. What a moment it was. And just the tears, literal tears of joy from the supporters in the crowd who were there to experience it and see their team get up. Fantastic stuff. It really was a moment, and it was hard to not get caught up in the emotion of it all as well. You love being part of history. You love being part of moments like that. Another big one, of course, was when Fiji knocked off the Wallabies in the World Cup. I remember calling that one, did a clip of that moment. It's always good to be part of history. Geordie says we've got Mr. O'Keefe as the referee. There you go. O'Keefe. Calling this one. So let's see. I'll keep an eye on the team sheets. Just make sure there hasn't been any last-minute changes I need to be aware of that might affect my multi, my anytime try scorers multi. And at the moment on Rugby Pass, all looks like it's going ahead as listed, which is fantastic. Ireland will be kicking off. Referee Ben O'Keefe has the whistle. The Wallabies at home against Ireland. Kickoff moments away. 3, 2, 1. Referee O'Keefe blows the whistle. Ireland get us started. The kickoff into the 22. Over in that left corner. Taken by the Wallabies. And Valentini burrows his way forward up to the 22. And the Wallabies can set up their exit here. Through the hands, though, they go into midfield. Fraser McWright, there's my boy. With a settler, and it looks like they're going to put it through a couple more rucks here. Risky play early on. As it goes out for the clearing kick. Under pressure there at the back. And it's taken by Ireland just inside their own half. The high ball. Inside the 22. Pressure on the take, but it's well claimed at the back. The mark is called. And it's a free kick here for the Wallabies. So taking a couple of extra phases than I thought they might have, but they get their exit correct. The kick doesn't find touch. Ireland back in possession. Prendergast puts the high ball up. Wallabies coming forward for it, and it's taken well by Jock Campbell. Just outside the 22. Tanya Godwin, a couple of Scots in the Oz team. Swalihi tries to get on the outside of his man, but McCloskey goes with him, and it forces the pass back, and a beautiful clearing kick. Drifting back there was Carter Gordon, and he thumps it up over halfway. And a nice exit there for the Wallabies. Clint 007, ahoy mate. You didn't expect the Irish to be the heavy favourites playing in Oz. Yeah, well, they're a solid team, Ireland. They've had the better of Australia the last few times, so I do believe. The line out, scrappy. Ireland lose it backwards, but the Wallabies come through. Angus Bell picks it up, and they go on the attack inside the 22. Valentini lays it back. Numbers out to the left. Swalihi pops the ball up nicely. And Peach on the burst, 10 metres out now, staying down the tram lines on the left. The Wallabies building nicely. Valentini goes again. Edging ever closer. Alatoa tries to duck under. Penalty advantage being played. 5 metres out from the line. First opportunity here for the Wallabies. McWright with the pick and go. Just a couple of metres short. Keeping things in tight. Still under penalty advantage. Nasser just to the left of the post. A metre out. Gordon fires it out to the right. Well picked up by Campbell. Sends it on to Peach. And there's the first try. Incredible play from the Wallabies. The long passing out to the right edge. And Dylan Peach with the first try. Holy hell, what a start from the Wallabies. And that looked slick. I mean, we don't often say that about the Wallabies play, but that looked absolutely slick. Ireland caught short. And it's the long ball. We saw this in the All Blacks game as well. The long balls. It wasn't perfect. It was well picked up around the ankles by Campbell. And sending it out to an unmarked Dylan Peach. E.B. Williams, ahoy, mates. From the sideline, Carter Gordon pushes it across the face. It stays 5-0. E.B. Williams, this morning your dad and I were in the car, and then from the car in front, out popped Sir Steve Hansen. Let's just say we were starstruck. How about that? Steve Hansen, a random popping up from the legendary coach himself. Ireland with the restart into the 22, and that's a nice lift and take for the Wallabies. Securing possession just inside their own red zone. Gordon shifting into midfield. It's loose out the back. Towed through by Gibson Park. And the Wallabies running into each other left, right and centre. It's an absolute Three Stooges skit. They'll come back for Ireland ball. That was very loose in midfield. Players bumping into each other. Left, right and centre there for the Wallabies. Line drop out. 5 minutes gone in this one. They send it deep. And on the bounce, it sits up nicely for Ireland at the back. Firing it into midfield. And they set it up 30 metres out. Valentini making a nuisance of himself. Vanderflair thinks about kicking. I don't know why he would. Gibson Park to Furlong. Keeping it in tight here, Ireland. Prendergast turns it back inside. Conan, that's my boy. Genitalia, ahoy, mate. McCloskey spins in contact. Gets it out the back for Prendergast, wrapping around. And a good carry forward here for Ireland. Gibson Park sends it back into midfield. Huge defence there from the Wallabies. Prendergast goes out to the right. Ringrose sends it on, and the Wallabies defence jamming up again. Ireland making no metres here. This is huge defence from Australia. And they get the turnover. 2 Wallabies jerseys in the ruck. In over the ball. Ireland pinged for holding on. This is a red-hot start for the Wallabies. Can they keep it up? Ireland holding on at ruck time. Carter Gordon finds touch inside the Irish half. They're fired up here, the Wallabies. They could be in for a big one. We saw France push the All Blacks to the very limit. Probably deserved to win. And are we going to see, well, we are seeing another underdog putting up a fight. So far, so good for the Wallabies. As Ireland drive through, put pressure on with their defence. Wilson carries up the middle. 40 metres out now in midfield. Swalihi from a standing start, nowhere to go. Ireland trying to get in over the top. Still there for the Wallabies, though. Cut out pass out to the left. The long passing is creating space. Fraser McWright, he's lurking out there. Ireland driving through. Told not to touch the ball, though. Told not to touch the ball, but then O'Keefe says, absolutely fine. They've marched over the top of it. Conan sends it out the back, and it's a successful turnover. Now the counter-attack is on, out to the left. But running out of space, forcing the kick down into the 22. Carter Gordon's back there for it. Shanks it slightly off the side of the boot, but still finds touch up towards halfway. Ireland will have the line-out throw. 8 minutes gone in this one. 5 points to 0 in favour of the Wallabies. And we've got Japan extending their lead with 8 minutes to play. Japan leading Italy 27 points to 10. It looks like with 8 minutes to go that Japan have caused a boil over there in that one. Fantastic effort for Japanese rugby. Throw into the middle of the line out, and Ireland get a good rolling maul going here. Penalty advantage for collapsing. Gibson Park releases into the midfield, and Prendergast is hit hard in the tackle by Ikitau. They'll come back for the penalty. Larrens, the Southern Hemisphere is going crazy. Penalty for Ireland here, about 30 metres out over on this left edge. And we've seen teams not taking the shots at goal. Prendergast will put it into touch inside the 22, and they'll attack with the line out. Conan could come into play here. Wallabies collapsing the maul. Pretty clear cut. 5 metres out from the line. That was a good touch finder. Throw goes to the middle of the line out. Uncontested. Rolling maul is set. The initial hit drives them backwards, but they're set nicely now. Ireland marching forward. Sheehan's got it at the back. Gibson Park now releases. And McCloskey fights his way towards the line. Half a metre out. Gibson Park burrows in. Digs it out. And the crash ball. Prendergast driven back into the field of play. Try's been awarded for Prendergast. Oh, we thought he was driven back into the field of play, but the number 6, Kian Prendergast. And Ireland have struck back. 5 points apiece with the kick to come. Initially, it looked like he was pushed backwards, back into the field of play. But the referee on the spot, O'Keefe, says ball's grounded. And the home crowd not happy with it. Sam Prendergast converts. It's a Prendergast try. Prendergast conversion. And Ireland leads 7 points to 5. Geez, the home crowd, a chorus of boos erupted when that replay went up on the screen. Didn't really appear to be any clear grounding. Referee O'Keefe, he was dead set certain, though. Dead set certain. There's the restart, landing just outside the 22. Perfectly positioned there for the Wallabies. And Ireland have to have a second ruck here to carry it back into the 22 and allow Gibson Park to box kick into touch, assuming that he does so. And he does. The box kick upfield. It's a monster of a boot. And it bounces into touch inside the 22. And that is a massive moment in the game. Gibson Park, a 50-22. From inside Island's 22. Gibson Park. A monster of a kick. And the Wallabies, they're going to have to keep an eye on that. Oh, no, Wallabies get the line-out throw. Wallabies get the line-out throw. It's just outside the 22. Mr. Dalmo, ahoy, mate. So Wallabies line-out throw on their own 22. They go to the middle. Canham takes the ball down and they send it into midfield for Valentini to retain possession and set up the ruck. And then Lonergan at the back puts the box kick up, 10 short of halfway, and it's loose at the back. Ireland can't secure it, and the Wallabies will steal it. Carter Gordon now goes straight up the middle, stepping off the right boot once, twice. Prendergast brings him down. 30 metres out in midfield. Valentini. He's going to run on his own, the big fella. Loses it out the side of the ruck. Off hands of Ireland, though. It's a knock-on advantage. Wilson scurries off down the short side. Lonergan back into midfield for Alatoa. Gordon. Quick hands for Ikitau. 5 phases now, the Wallabies. 30 metres out in midfield. Fraser McWright. They're up quickly on him, and the play shuts down. 13 minutes gone. 7-5. Ireland leading. But the Wallabies building nicely. Wilson turns it back inside for Swalihi. Some space opening up here. Numbers out to the left and big gaps, but they go up the middle. Strong carry by Williams. Lonergan goes quickly out to the left. That's where they need to be. Inside the 22. Gibson Park makes the tackle. Swalihi. Angling back infield. Still on the 22. 11 phases. And slick hands now out the back for Gordon. Now out the back. And in and away goes Jock Campbell. And Ireland's defense on that left edge have been found short again. That was way too easy. Jock Campbell. And that was just way too simple. Again, Ireland shot to pieces that left edge defense. And it's Len Ikitau receiving that ball out the back, feeds it on. And just a simple in and away. Jock Campbell up in the line. They are absolutely dismantling Ireland down this right edge. Peach, Campbell, Ikitau having a field day. Carter Gordon, mirror image of his first attempt, pushes it across the face. And it stays 10 points to 7. But this has been a dream start for the Wallabies. Yes, they did give up the try. But they've scored a couple. And honestly, conversions already starting to haunt them. Jacob says Wallabies will win. Man DM, ahoy mate, from Ireland. Very nice. Ireland, a low flat restart into the 22. Makes an easy exit here for the Wallabies. But the kick kind of curves into touch, only 30 metres out. Ireland will have somewhat of an attacking line out here. And can build into the next phase. Ireland have this by 5, says Mandiem. That's funny because my score prediction was 23 points to 18 in favour of Ireland. So Ireland by 5, I would say I absolutely agree with you. As now some slick work out to the left edge. Gibson Park wrapping around. Gets the arms free and puts Keenan into half a gap. Fraser McWright goes in looking for the ball, but hands are called off. It's a penalty. Ireland. Opportunity here to level the scores. Sam Prendergast steps up, thinks about it. No, they're going to put it into the corner. They want more. Finding touch, 5 out, attacking line out. We've seen that they've been able to make some impressive meters off the rolling mauls early on here. And Ireland very slow to approach this line out, just keeping the pace down. Now they go to the middle, uncontested. Rolling maul is set. The Wallabies get the initial hit on, and it collapses out the back, but the ball is still alive. The second pod breaks off, and Ireland are just a couple of meters out, keeping it in tight now. The crash ball for Furlong. Wallabies offside. Penalty advantage. Calling for it on the left edge is Osborne. That's what I want for my same game multi. But no, they go back in field now. 5 meters out from the line. Gibson Park for Ryan. Again, keeping it in tight. The pick and go at the back of the ruck. The Wallabies defense holding firm. 17 and a half gone. Ireland still 5 meters out. O'Toole goes in and digs this one out. And the big fella just sets it up right beside the ruck, still 5 meters out. Sheehan now has a go. He tries to burrow under. Just a couple of meters out. McCarthy, he has a crack. Starting to head in field now. Gibson Park under penalty advantage, releases it out the back. And the ball's knocked on. We'll come back for the penalty. 5 meters out, 15 in from touch. You'd think they put it into the corner again. Mr. Law, 82. Ahoy, mates. How are you 2 minutes ahead of Stan on your TV? Sheehan takes the tap and then pops the pass up for Van der Fleer. Beautiful work. Dan Sheehan steps up. 5 meters out, 15 in from touch. They take the tap. And Sheehan with a no-look pass out to the right. Everybody thought Sheehan was just going to tuck it under the shoulder and burrow under. But he pops a no-look ball up to a rampaging Van der Fleer. And that is a beautiful, beautiful little dummy play. Josh Van der Fleer crashes over. 12 points to 10. Ireland reclaim the lead. That was a fantastic piece of work. Tania Godwin says, every time you say Gibson Park, I keep thinking it's the stadium name. Oh, Prendergast from right beside the post. He's muffed it. He has absolutely muffed it. And it stays 12 points to 10. Well, goal kicks tonight look like they're going to be difficult for whatever reason. And would you believe I contemplated Van der Fleer for the same game multi. Contemplated it long and hard. Ultimately went with Conan. It's loose ball here for Ireland, but they do secure possession. 20 minutes gone in this one. 12 points to 10 they lead. Wallabies digging away, looking for the turnover. Gibson Park, not the stadium, has it at the back. And the box kick clearance from inside the 22. Sends it up to halfway. The Wallabies let it bounce. And Van der Fleer takes it. Oh, that's poor from the Wallabies. Gibson Park down the short side. No options there. Comes back in field. And McCarthy will set it up. Prendergast goes short. And Ringrose lays it back. Furlong for Prendergast, wrapping around. Big defense from the Wallabies. But Ireland have it on halfway. 20 minutes gone. Told to use it. Gibson Park setting up the box kick. Puts it high. From halfway, it's going to land outside the 22. Campbell comes forward for it. Can't secure it. And Ireland again get it off the deflection. Fraser McWright going in looking for it. But it's still not there for the Wallabies. Ireland in possession. Midfield, 22 meters out. Keenan. He has a crack. Not enough numbers there for Ireland. Penalty for the Wallabies. Oh, they didn't get enough numbers to the ruck. Jeremy Williams gets in over the ball. And a penalty for holding on. Poor ball security at ruck time there. And that's a let-off Gordon sends it up to halfway. Lee Bowden. As the saying goes, you let the ball bounce. You're just asking for trouble. 100%. We say it all the time here too. We see it in the NRL constantly. Teams letting the ball bounce, just inviting misery into their lives. The Wallabies, they claim the line out, and the ruck is formed on halfway. Now, Wilson out the back for Gordon. Pops it back off the deck for Valentini. Takes it up the middle. 30 metres out now. Good clearing work there at ruck time for the Wallabies. Swalihi pops it over the top. Campbell keeps it alive for Peach. And Peach runs out of space. Has to step back in field. Ireland looking to counter ruck, but still there for the Wallabies. 5 phases in. Charging onto it there. Angus Bell. Gordon with quick hands out the back again for Ricky Tau. Beautiful short ball. Puts Valentini into a big gap. Passes for Lonergan. And it's a great try-saving tackle a metre out from the line. Front foot ball for the Wallabies. Oh, they've gone pick and go. They needed to send it out wide. They've gone for the pick and drive. And this is all collapsing upon itself for the Wallabies. Valentini goes again. Ireland offside. Penalty advantage. This could be a high-scoring game. Fraser McWright, pick and go. Burrows under. Oh, he's just short, Fraser McWright. Millimetres short. Now they're not short. Australia get the try. It wasn't Fraser McWright. He was millimetres short. And after 12 phases, the pick and go, Jock Campbell. The big lock comes away with it. Well, that's not him. That's not him at all. Jock Campbell gets the try. Canham should have been the number 4. Ah, right. Canham's actually number 5. There we go. There we go. Much easier conversion attempt this time for Gordon. His easiest of the night. And he puts it through. And the Wallabies lead 17 points to 12. This could be a very high-scoring, close affair. I mean, we're still only 24 and a half minutes into this. So there's plenty of time left for both teams. Plenty more points on the table. Prendergast gets us back underway. And the Wallabies immediately clear from inside the 22. Ireland just sending the kicks a little too deep. As in the NRL, 10 points to 6 at halftime in favour of the Sharks over the Broncos. So anybody's game in that one. Ireland will have the line-out throw here on halfway. They go over the top. Nobody at home for the Wallabies. Oh, when bobbling the ball there, Ringrose. No call of knock-on. Van der Fleer out the back for Prendergast. And Keenan angling back in. Gibson Park fires it into midfield. Furlong. Nowhere to go. Gibson Park out the back. McCloskey. Short passing here from Ireland. Now Prendergast has the ball plucked away. Intercept from Jorgensen. He surely has the pace. Oh, they track him down. He pops it over the top for Lonergan, though. And Lonergan will score. The intercept on halfway from Jorgensen. You thought for sure he would have the pace. Jorgensen plucking it out of the air and sets up the try for Lonergan. Wow. Well, my final scoreline prediction of 23 points to 18 in favour of Ireland is blown out the window in the first half. The Wallabies have already gone beyond that score prediction. Jorgensen, I wonder what happened here. You thought for sure he would have had the pace. Ahoy, Michelle. Yeah, you would have thought for sure he would have the pace. Carter Gordon converts. And it's 24 points to 12. Waikato Maori. Ahoy, mate. Come on, Aussie. Tania Godwin says that was amazing. Ireland. Again, the kickoff is deep. Captain Redbeard. Ahoy, mate. The box kick clearance from Lonergan. Shanks it into touch. 10 short of halfway. $24 points to 12. Daddy Shunters. Ahoy, mate. What's better, betting on the NRL or the rugby union? To be honest, neither. Tennis is where it's at. From the line out, Ryan bats it back. Prendergast in midfield. A nice ball to Conan. Bends the line. 40 metres out. Sheehan pops the pass back over the top infield for O'Brien. Ireland leave it behind. It's towed through by the Wallabies. Jorgensen gets a cheeky little hand on it. And that is a knock-on. Ireland playing under knock-on advantage. 40 metres out in midfield. Dangerous Dan. You need Ireland to win this match. You need Ireland to win this match. 29 minutes gone in this opening half. Prendergast sends it out to the left. Ireland run out of space, so they're forced to put the kick through. Jamie Osborne flying through, but the ball dribbles into touch. About 10 out from the Wallabies line. They'll have a defensive line out. Big defense from the Wallabies. Geordie says this would be so embarrassing for the North if they lose every game. And it would certainly light a fire under them for the return matches in November. Wallabies uncontested to the middle of the line out. And then that scrappy ball off the back. Lonergan does well to retain possession. But Ireland putting pressure on now. Told to use it. Lonergan runs backwards a couple of meters and puts the box kick in. Taken on the full, in touch by Osborne. Thinks about the quick throw very momentarily. But they will go back to the traditional line out here. 40 metres out from the Wallabies line. It's all right, Dangerous Dan. I tipped Ireland in this one as well. Long way to go. Plenty of time left. They could still pull it off. Sheehan goes to the front, and it's through the hands. The Wallabies come away with it. Oh, again, poor execution. Ireland looking very, very shaky here in the early stages. Lonergan for Gordon. Icky Tau goes out the back for McWright. Bumps off one. That's Ringrose he's run over the top of. But he made enough contact to trip the big fella up. Now Wilson, flat-footed on halfway. Lonergan controlling it at the back. Looking for the box kick. He sends it up. Outside the 22. Ireland come forward for it. Battered back by Jorgensen. Penalty to Ireland. The Wallabies offside. They come back to halfway. The Wallabies kick chase offside. Tania Godwin says really impressed with how much Oz have lifted their game. Can they keep it up for the 80 as Prendergast puts this into touch? Right on the 22. And yes, they were a metre offside there, the Wallaby kick chase. Fair call on the penalty. Pretty impressive turnout. I don't know what the exact figure is, but you're looking around the stadium. I mean, there's not a whole lot of empty seats. And they say rugby's dead in this country. Huh? Nonsense. Sheehan with the throw. Goes to the middle. Uncontested. Gibson Park for Prendergast in midfield. And McCloskey keeps the ball alive. Popping it out the back for Furlong. 22 metres out, Ireland. 24 points to 12. They've just dropped off a little bit. Out of contact with the Wallabies at the moment. But plenty of time left in this one. 22 metres out. Bang in midfield. Prendergast pops up a short ball for Ryan. And they go quickly down the left edge. Good run from Keenan. Tries to duck under a couple of tackles. Gibson Park loses it at the back of the ruck. A knock on. The Wallabies have forced the error. I've got to say, Swalihi, he was through putting pressure on. I don't know how legal that was, but there doesn't seem to be too much dispute from the Irish players. A knock on at the back of the ruck from Gibson Park. 24 points to 12. Wallabies leading. So we've seen a couple of wobbly old starts. The All Blacks earlier on. Ireland here tonight. Some wobbly old starts by a couple of teams. Gibson Park, I think, just asking the question there to referee O'Keefe as we've got a blood bin heading off the field. Is that Lonergan? Yes, it is. Lonergan, the Wallabies scrum half. Off the field he goes. He is gushing out blood from somewhere. Tate McDermott onto the field. As we've got time off here with 7 minutes to play. Tania Godwin, am I going to do Fiji and Wales? I've got to be honest, I can't imagine that I will have the strength, to be perfectly honest, to do all the games. As the Wallabies, they'll have the scrum here. And we've got blood from Alatoa as well. So a couple of players in the wars here. 6 minutes to go as this scrum resets. Geez, I've missed quite a lot of the Wallabies tries. They haven't popped up on the screen for some reason. We saw Jock Campbell. Jock Campbell got one. There we go. I can put them up now. Jock Campbell got one. Dylan Peach came up with one. Lonergan got one. And Josh Canham. Oh, that's right. Canham's the number 5. As the Wallabies off the back of the scrum clear up towards halfway for Ireland. Prendergast and Van der Fleer. And that's not Sam Prendergast, by the way. That's Ian Prendergast. Ireland with the line-out throw here. 10 metres inside the Wallabies half. 5 minutes to go until the break. The ball is stolen by Wilson. Oh, Ireland, they're not getting the line out right. McDermott controls it at the back, sends the box kick downfield back inside the Irish half. Osborne comes forward for it, bats it back, but then they spill it forward, Ireland. Australia come away with it again. Fraser McWright. Numbers out to the left, but no, they... Oh! Moons the crowd as he takes the hit up. His ass is still exposed there on the deck, the poor fella. That's embarrassing. McDermott out to the left. Swalihi from a standing start. Cutting back infield. Well, no look pass out the back for Gordon to shuffle it on out to the right. Ireland off their feet there. Conan has to release. McDermott back into midfield. Canham for Swalihi, who goes straight through. Clean line break. Puts the goose step on. Keenan brings him down in a try saver. Hugo Keenan take a bow. Knock-on advantage as Ireland secure the loose ball. But what a run. Great rugby all around. A clean line break from Swalihi. And a beautiful tackle around the ankles. Try saver from Hugo Keenan. Gibson Park with the box kick. Clears 5 meters out from their own line. And he makes sure of his touch. Not a lot of distance on this one. Just outside the 22. And the Wallabies will have an attacking line-out throw, controlling the flow of this first half. They are looking very, very good, the Wallabies. They have got some backline moves. Nasser with the line-out throw. Throws to the back. Wallabies secure the ball. And release it into midfield. Valentini tramples some poor soul. Swalihi now runs over the top of Ringrose. This is aggressive running from the Wallabies. McDermott runs out of options. Left, right, left again. And he eventually pops it up for Fraser McWright. Gordon for Valentini. 30 meters out now in midfield. Bell, dummies. He's got himself a little isolated. Conan's in over the top of the ball, but a nice clean out just in the nick of time. Still there for the Wallabies as they go left. Now, Campbell sends Jorgensen in open space. Jorgensen spins out of the contact, and he's tackled on the 22. Good run again from Jorgensen. Bell in midfield. Just settles down here with 2 minutes to play in the opening half. The left edge is on again. Wilson pops it over for Jorgensen unmarked, who spills it into touch. The pass a little too far forward, and Jorgensen couldn't control it. Dear, oh dear. The Wallabies. Geez, Jorgensen. He didn't have a free run to the line, but he had a little bit of space to go into. They would have been hard to stop there as we've got time off with a minute to go. All out attack indeed, bloke. It's been a very impressive first half. $24 points to 12. Final score, Japan 27-10. They got their victory over Italy. All right, so we've got 30 seconds left in this opening half. And this scrum reset will surely take us down to the siren. 24 points to 12 in favour of the Wallabies. A fantastic first half display, it must be said. Just this Wallabies outfit, I mean, we haven't seen this in a very long time, this style of play. Tanya Godwin says, Tate McDermott, his hair hasn't moved yet. It's very heavily taped up, isn't it? As Ireland feed the scrum, the Wallabies put one last big shove on, but Ireland release it. They're going to put it through the hands left here. Prendergast out for Ringrose. And Osborne has to cut back in field. The Wallabies are there in numbers. Just short of the halfway line. Prendergast for Conan. Nice ball out the back. And McCloskey takes it up over halfway. Wallabies bring him to ground. Now Prendergast turns it back in for Conan. Valentini tries to get hands on the ball, but it's good ruck speed. Prendergast cut out pass left. And standing out there is Jimmy O'Brien. Prendergast in midfield for Ryan. Time is up on the clock. Been an entertaining first half as Ringrose. Short ball for Conan. Pops it back in field for Gibson Park. And Jamison Gibson Park will race away and score. A crucial try for Ireland on the stroke of half-time. Jack Conan, the big man, sets it up. Slices through the Wallabies defence. Draws in the man at the back and puts Gibson Park in unmarked. Straight through a big gap there, Conan. And he keeps the ball alive. Gibson Park lurking in support. And they just ran out of troops there. 24-17 with the kick to come. Forward pass. They've come back and called it a forward pass. Oh, did they? Did they call it a forward pass? No, they didn't. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell I just heard the referee say. Conversion successful. Prendergast puts it over. I apologize for that. I must have misheard the referee. 24 points to 19 at the break. An impressive first half for the Wallabies. I was going to say, I didn't see him call it forward at the time. And I didn't think it was something they could go back for. Right on the stroke of half-time, a big play from Ireland. 24 points to 17. That keeps them in touching distance. It was a crucial try, really. But still, overall, a fantastic half of footy from the Wallabies. I mean, the likes of which we just haven't seen enough of lately. They can be very pleased with their efforts. They'll be heavily disappointed, of course, with that try right on the stroke of half-time. But it's been a great performance nonetheless up until this point. We have definitely got a game on our hands. Definitely. And it should be a cracking finish if everything keeps up the way that it has been going. All right, Wasted World of Sports crew. Going to have myself a break for half-time here. We'll be back for the second half very, very soon. 24 points to 19. The Wallabies on top at the moment, but plenty of rugby left in this one. Be back soon. I think it might have been a touch forward, yes. Wasted World of Sports crew, ahoy! 24 points to 19 at the halftime break. Looks like we got another blockbuster in the making. Knee Crumbler, ahoy, mate. You missed the All Blacks game. Did they play any different from last year's side? Yes, they did. They were even worse, I would have to say. Look, they snuck through. Excuse me. They snuck home. They got a win, the All Blacks. It was far from impressive. And yeah, to be honest, I would say that they made very little progress. Let's be real, Michelle. The Broncos season was already done. I was talking about this last night as well, just quickly. Was it last night? Yes, last night during the NRL. Let's be honest, their season was already done. Even if they won every single game, including tonight, for the rest of the year, they're still relying on for and against and other teams above them to Amber Heard the bed a little bit. So they were already in the mathematically possible equation. So if I've said it before, I've said it a million times. If you're in the mathematically possible, if you're already talking like that with like 10 rounds to go or whatever there is, you're pretty much done, in my opinion. So Odd Poppet says these pain meds are good, but they keep making me pass out randomly. There you go. So, I mean, that's why they put on those labels and everything. Don't drive. I got to be honest, Odd Poppet, I have very, very little memory of the members-only stream last night. By the time it came around. But yes, Knee Crumbler, it was a very disappointing display overall from the All Blacks. They snuck home with the win against a very understrength French team. They'll be breathing a sigh of relief. And there were a couple of key moments there in the game where they cut to the coach's box and we saw shots of David Rennie and Rennie's reactions. I immediately went, I've seen that before. I've seen that reaction. David Rennie looking exactly like he did in the final days of coaching the Wallabies. So it's really not a good start. But hey, look. They got away with a win in the end. All you can really hope is that a win doesn't paper over the cracks, and there were some pretty big cracks. Jacobson was atrocious. Atrocious. I mean, I can't even begin to describe how bad he was. Oh, wait, the Broncos have just scored a try. This game's not over yet. 13 minutes still to play. And it's Nico. Oh, Nico's thrown an intercept pass. Surprise, surprise. I think it was knocked on by the Broncos in the process. They got away with one there. But 22 points to 10, 13 minutes to play. That game's not over yet. Plenty of time for the Sharks to balls that up. Matty Colkin, ahoy, mate. Halftime here, 24 points to 19 in favor of the Wallabies. There was already a play the ball, Michelle, so they can't go back to it. Yeah, once there's a play the ball and the next phase goes on, that's it. They can't go back for it. Unless they've changed that rule this year, and it's just never popped up for me to notice. Troyal Ayoub. Ahoy, mate. Ireland playing good. Yeah, I mean, look, it's been scrappy from Ireland. I think they'll be devastated with the way their lineout's going. The Wallabies have pilfered on at least 3 occasions. And on another couple of occasions, Ireland have got the dropsies and spilt the ball. So it wasn't a direct line-out steal, but it's fallen the way of the Wallabies. So, yeah, Ireland, they've obviously got a lot of work to do in their line-outs. But overall, they haven't been bad. It's just that the Wallabies played almost perfectly, I would say, in that first half. I think if the Wallabies played like the Wallabies of last year, Ireland would go into halftime very, very satisfied, probably up quite comfortably. So it's not that Ireland have been bad by any stretch of the imagination. The Wallabies just had a really immense half of footy. Tanya Godwin says, got to hand it to Schmidt. He's definitely one of the best coaches around. JJ, ahoy, mates. Am I streaming Fiji versus Wales as well? Look, never say never, but I will say it's not in my plan. It's not in my plan. I'm already going to be pretty exhausted as it is. I'm probably going to try and have a little bit of a power nap during that Fiji-Wales game to prepare myself for South Africa versus England. I think if I had to choose between those two games, I'm definitely leaning towards South Africa versus England tomorrow morning, immediately following the Fiji-Wales game. So I think if I'm going to get that done, I will need to have a big power nap during Fiji and Wales. Second half about to get underway. The Wallabies with the kickoff. Up the Chief. What time is South Africa versus England? So for me here in Brisbane, Australia, it is 1:40 a.m. I do believe. Carter Gordon gets us underway for the second half. And Ireland receive the ball just inside their 22. The second half off and running. Bonus point already for the Wallabies. Tries to Lonergan. Campbell. Oh, the kick is charged down, but Prendergast is back for it. And Australia, oh, that's a hell of a kick. A monster from Prendergast. The box kick from Gibson Park, it was charged down. Could have gone anywhere. Pops up nicely for Prendergast. And he has put a monstrous kick in. The Wallabies will have the line-out throw just outside their 22. I mean, he's plugged it about 60 metres upfield. Nasser with the line-out throw. Uncontested ball for the Wallabies. And then an absolute coat hanger from Van der Fleer on McDermott. And little Tate McDermott, to his credit, keeps powering on. We come back for the penalty now as the play breaks down. Oh, up the Chief. A 3-game streak. Nice one, mate. As Carter Gordon finally touched on halfway. They're very slow to get to the line out. Very slow to get to the line out. Nasser with the throw. Goes to the front. Alatoa goes out the back now for McDermott. And quick hands from the Wallabies in midfield. Valentini with the line break. Van der Fleer brings him down from behind. They've busted them open again, the Wallabies. Switch of direction now out to the left. Gordon kicks in over the top. And it's well done there by O'Brien. Gets to the ball on the full and claims the mark inside the 22. But they're finding themselves under the pump here, Ireland. Clearing 10 short of halfway. Wallabies will have the line-out throw. So they've started the second half just as well here, the Wallabies. Things looking very good. The throw goes to the back. And it's been pilfered by Ireland. And straight up the middle, McCloskey with a line break. He cuts back in field, takes on Tate McDermott, and the little fella brings him down. Prendergast spots space in behind, and Jorgensen drops back, collects it inside the 22, and he'll clear it up towards halfway. The kick through just not deep enough from Prendergast. But that was better play from Ireland. Piling on the pressure. Some concern in the coach's box, it looks like. The line-out throw to the middle, well taken. And the rolling maul is set. Sheehan has it at the back. Gibson Park releases into midfield. Prendergast wraps around the back of McCloskey, keeps the ball alive. Gibson Park now kicks in, sits up in the 22, and Carter Gordon will clear and send it straight back, 10 short of halfway, but the opposite edge of the field this time. A little sip of water there from Joe Schmidt. And very slow to get to the line now. Both teams really slowing the play down in the second half. Hopefully they didn't both exhaust themselves with that first 40 minutes as the Wallabies pilfer illegally at line-out time. And it's a penalty to Ireland. 40 metres out. 15 in from touch. Interference in the air. And this is a very, very slow start to the second 40. Prendergast will put it into touch. And a very attacking line-out throw incoming here for Ireland. An attacking line-out throw. 5 out from the line. Sheehan goes to the front. Ireland come down with it. The rolling maul doesn't get a chance to set. But the Wallabies penalised again. I think it's interference in the air. Back-to-back lineouts. Throwing across the lineout. What are they going to do here? Ireland, we saw a beautiful little trick play in the first half with the tap and go from 5 metres out. They tap and go again. And again, it's the no-look pop ball. Sheehan to Vanderflair. The Wallabies are wise to it on this occasion. 5 metres out just to the left of the post. Gibson Park pops it up for O'Toole. Close to the line now. Furlong tries to barge over. Penalty advantage here for Ireland. They can release it. A metre out right in front of the posts. Gibson Park does release it. Ringrose, short ball for Keenan. Bursts through the gap. Runs it around under the sticks. And Ireland strike back. Hugo Keenan with the try. Looks like I'm going to walk away from this one with 0 ticks. Isn't that kind of typical? Hugo Keenan levels the scores up. Kick to come from just beside the posts. Jojo says, come on, Ireland. Tanya Godwin. Does the winner also get the chocolate ball? Massive Cadbury sign on the screen. Prendergast wastes no time putting this one over. And Ireland have reclaimed the lead. Still looking concerned in the coach's box. Wallabies get us back underway. And taken inside the 22. Oh, bobbling the ball there at the back was Campbell. He reels it in on the second effort. Wilson lays it back. McDermott steps away from a couple of big boppers in midfield, but taken down 40 metres out from the line. Ikitau from a standing start. Slow ruck ball. The second half has certainly not been played at the pace of the first. It's gone down to a crawl in this opening 8 minutes. McDermott spots some players offside around the ruck and earns the penalty. Furlong with high contact as well. 5 metres into Ireland's half. Gordon will put this one into touch and the Wallabies will go on the attack again. So I've got to say, we've been enjoying the Nations Championship so far, the 2 games that we've covered. Both games have been close. It's a nice kick. Finding touch about 10 metres out from the line. Good opportunity to attack here for the Wallabies. Nasser throws to the front, uncontested. Immediately popped out the back for McDermott and Ikitau in midfield. The battering ram. 10 metres out just to the left of the post. Valentini. McDermott now short for Alalatoa. 5 metres out now and we're right in front of the posts. McWright. Very flat-footed. Islander up quickly on them. Angus Bell now has a dig. Running out of options here, the Wallabies. They continue to go right. And Williams. The pick and go. Still 5 metres out. Islander in over the top of this one, but they're cleaned out. Still there for the Wallabies. 9 phases. McDermott calling troops back to the open side, but they stay on the short side for now. 5 metres out on that right edge. Valentini loses a metre, but it's still there. 10 phases in. Williams gets a little bit of go forward. Wilson on the crash ball. Lays it back nicely. McWright, pick and go. He's driven back about 5 metres. It opens up for McDermott, though, around the ruck. Ireland shut it down. Great defence on their goal line in the end. The Wallabies edging ever closer. The ball spills out, but Ireland have gone in over the top illegally. Penalty to the Wallabies. 51 minutes gone. Ireland leading 26-24. Both teams have secured a bonus point for four tries. 15 metres in from touch, 5 metres out. What do they do here, the Wallabies? They've got the penalty. They've called the scrum. Wow. The Wallabies calling a scrum. This used to be one of their weaknesses. The thought of the Wallabies calling an attacking scrum off the back of a penalty, going back a few years, would be absolutely unfathomable. I think I said that right. I got a little tongue-tied, didn't I? Unfathomable. It would just never happen. Stay hunky. Ahoy, mates. Yes, Japan. Pulling off the upset victory over Italy. Odd Poppet's not happy. He's blowing up at the referee. We've got time off here. (26-24). Ireland in the lead. The Sharks with victory over the Broncos in the NRL. There we go. So, Madge Maguire gets the sack. Comes back to coach the New South Wales Blues next year before Ivan Cleary takes over in 2028. Sounds good to me. Scrum down. They bind. And free kick, Wallabies. Early engagement. McDermott taps and goes quickly. McDermott's over the line. And he scores the try. Tate McDermott. And his hair still hasn't moved. 29-26, the kick to come. This has been an absolute try-fest. Tate McDermott and his plastic action figure hair has not moved a millimetre, that hair. The Wallabies reclaim the lead. (29-26) conversion attempt here for Carter Gordon, just to the right of the posts. Should be a simple one. He moves in, strikes it well. It's on target. Carter Gordon converts. And the Wallabies, 31 points to 26. Try time there for Tate McDermott and the Wallabies. I've got the feeling there's still going to be plenty of lead changes in this game. Plenty of seesawing left to go. Back underway, the kickoff from Ireland. It lands just inside the 22. The Wallabies, they can clear into touch directly here if they want to. McDermott controlling it at the back. Box kick clearance. Not a lot of distance on it. It's going to go into touch about 30 metres out. And here comes the Wallabies front row replacements. Rolling out the changes here. Up the chief. West Tigers captain Api Coruscant has suffered a suspected pectoral muscle injury. Geez, that's all they need. There's Ireland. It was very messy, but they come down with the ball. There nonetheless. Gibson Park goes in and digs it out. Penalty advantage as Valentini gets himself on the wrong side of the ruck. And Ireland can go straight back on the attack here. Prendergast puts it into touch inside the 22. Wants it as close to that 5 metre line as possible. You might need to pop me on pause for a little bit, Odd Poppet. Drop me on pause for 15 seconds or so to get me in sync with your TV feed. Attacking line out, Sheehan, but they've spelt it. Ireland don't get it right at line out time again. Oh, it's been a big area of concern here for Ireland, an area where they're normally so strong. They've been outplayed by the Wallabies at line-out time tonight. McDermott with the box kick clearance up outside the 22. And again, not a lot of distance on it. Ireland, they'll have the opportunity to go again. 7 turnovers conceded for Ireland. It's not good stats. This time they win the line out uncontested. Into midfield, McCloskey lays it back, a little isolated, but the Wallabies now off their feet. Penalty advantage. Vanderflair wants it out on the left. Gibson Park, cut out pass. The ball is loose in behind Osborne. They'll come back for the penalty. Centre field penalty, 22 metres out. 56 and a half minutes gone. The Wallabies not rolling away. Prendergast again kicks to this right corner, 5 metres out. Opportunity again here for Ireland. Attacking Maul. They've got to get the line out right. Carter Gordon limping off the field. He's had a good game, solid. Ben Donaldson on. Big bad ads. Ahoy, mates. Your favourite country versus your second favourite country. The throw to the line out. They've secured it here, Ireland. Safe and sound in the middle. The rolling maul is set. They break away. Surely they score. Dan Sheehan crashes over off the back of the maul. We're locked up again. Dan Sheehan off the back of the rolling maul. They finally get the line out right. And they get the rewards. $31 points apiece. With the kick to come, Prendergast, an opportunity to put Ireland in the lead. They have been waiting all game to get this rolling maul right. And when they got it right, they absolutely steamrolled the Wallabies. Dan Sheehan slams it down. Some happy Irish supporters in the crowd. Prendergast moves in, puts it on target, gives Ireland the lead. 33 plays 31. I tell you what, if you had overs in this game, you'll be loving life right about now. And I can see why the Wallabies were blowing up. There is a case, a very small case for an obstruction that's gone unnoticed there. Valentini raising the question that he was impeded with. And here it is off the back of that maul. They're having a look. I tell you what, they're having a look. I said there was cause for concern here. Potential obstruction as Valentini seemed to be taken out of the defensive line. And referee O'Keefe has said, we're going to have a look here. Ireland come down with it. The rolling maul is set. It breaks away into a couple of pods. And it is the number 5, James Ryan, who continues marching forward. Sheehan breaks away off the back. Ryan keeps marching forward and makes contact with Valentini. And this is very, very much worth closer inspection. It's the fact that Sheehan breaks off the back. He's clearly detached from the back, and Ryan keeps going forward, not realizing, and makes contact with the defensive line. That's the issue here. If Sheehan remains attached and there's still a maul in progress, that's play on. But it's the fact that he's detached and Ryan's kept coming forward and made that contact with Valentini. This is going to be a very interesting call. I'm glad I'm not making this one. I'm so glad that's not up to me to make this call. This could go either way. This could honestly go either way and there wouldn't be too much complaint. I'm leaning towards obstruction. I'm leaning toward no try, obstruction penalty. But, yeah, you certainly wouldn't be too bewildered if it went the other way. It looks like it's the way that it's going to go. Which way are they going to go? Disallowed try. It's going to be taken off them. No try to Dan Sheehan. They're going back for the no try and penalty. $31 points to 26. It goes back to, and it will be a penalty to the Wallabies. I tell you what, there will be some very upset people right now that might have had Dan Sheehan in their same game multis. They'll be furious right about now. Wallabies find touch out on the 30-meter line. 59 minutes gone. And they secure the line-out ball. Tapped back for McDermott. Sends it in field for Valentini. 10 short of halfway. McDermott. Oh, we've got time off here. An issue in back play. Jeremy Lachlan is down. Oh, and there's concern. Big concern. This could be a long stoppage. Harley Waban, ahoy, mate. This could be a very long stoppage. Jeremy Lachlan down in back play. He was down, face down. They've rolled him over on his back, and this could be a prolonged stoppage while he gets attended to. $31 points to 26. The Wallabies holding on to a lead. A quarter of the contest still to go. A test debut for Lachlan Shaw on for the Wallabies. We've seen some good games. It was a close game between the All Blacks and France. Japan got a victory over Italy. The Wallabies pushing Ireland to the absolute limits in this one with 20 minutes still to play. Been a great afternoon of rugby action. And plenty more to come from this Nations Championship Rugby, this new initiative from World Rugby, just to try and add a little bit more spice to the Southern and Northern Hemisphere tours. He's up on his feet, Lachlan. He's being escorted off the field, but at least he's up and about. 20 minutes left to go in this game. 31 points to 6. Both teams sitting on a bonus point for tries scored. All right. Time back on. Wallabies have the scrum. 10 short of halfway. 15 in from this left touchline. McDermott feeds it. It's a big shove from the Wallabies. Ireland wheel illegally. And it's a penalty to the Wallabies. High fives all around. They're up for this one, the Wallies. The Wallies. I crack myself up. Tania Godwin, this contest is much more engaging, much more exciting to play off Northern versus Southern Hemisphere. That's exactly right. I mean, it's a little bit of a gimmick, isn't it? And it doesn't really mean much at the end of the day. It's not a very balanced competition, shall we say, as the Wallabies secure the line out. Donaldson to Valentini. Good carry up the middle. Beats a couple of defenders. McDermott slips. Does get to the ruck and get the ball out. Donaldson wraps around to the right. Cutout pass goes over the head of Peach and into touch. Poor execution on that occasion. Ireland will get the line-out throw. Yeah, it's not exactly the most balanced competition format, but yeah, it's created a little bit of extra excitement rather than just your traditional... I mean, how long have we just had the traditional Northern Hemisphere teams come down and tour the South, and then in November, the South tours up North, and it's just a little bit same old, same old. It has added a little bit of a new lease of life to things. So, yeah, even though nothing really in reality has changed, I'm enjoying it so far. Gibson Park puts the box kick up. Peach comes down with it for the Wallabies. 10 metres inside Irish half. Valentini out the back for Ikitau. Now Swalihi steps back off the left. Flick pass infield is loose. And it's picked up by Conan for Ireland's turnover ball. And Zed King Co. Ahoy, mate. Who do I have to win this? I think Ireland still. I predicted Ireland at the top of the game. I still think Ireland, but the Wallabies, they're hanging tough. And now the counter-attack is on. Jorgensen in space. Oh, Keenan with another try-saving effort. Tackling Jorgensen into touch. Hugo Keenan. What a performance he is having at the back. Off the kick return, Jock Campbell created space for Jorgensen down that left edge, and Hugo Keenan said, "Not on my watch." Another fantastic, potentially try-saving tackle. And he is having an absolute beast of a game, Hugo Keenan. Ireland 30 metres out with the line-out throw. They get the ball secured at the front, tapped back for Gibson Park, who fires it into midfield immediately. Told to use it. The box kick coming in. Gets lots of height on it, lands it on the halfway line. Coming forward for it is Donaldson. The ball is spilt in midfield. Ireland dive on it. Gibson Park gets a second kick in over the top, and it sits up for Donaldson inside the 22. Campbell with the clearing kick, bounces it into touch on halfway. Gibson Park goes quickly. And Frawley's on the field here. Does a little dance in midfield. Steps left, steps right. But he's eventually taken down. Ireland back on the attack now, inside Wallabies territory. Quick hands from Prendergast. Tuaki out for Keenan. And he's held up by Ikitau. They've got the ball up off the deck here. Got to get to ground, and he does. Prendergast, cutout pass on the bounce. Well picked up there by O'Brien. The double pump creates a huge gap up the middle. One to beat. And it's still there for Ireland. Great defense from the Wallabies. Tracking across at the back was Campbell. Ball spills out the side of the ruck. The Wallabies have failed to roll away. It's a penalty to Ireland. 15 metres out over on that left touchline. Now it was Nick Timoney. Nick Timoney who made the clean line break. It was a beautiful little double pump close to the ruck from Prendergast. Beautiful short ball. And Timoney goes straight through. Angles out towards the left touch. But the tackle is made by Donaldson. Ultimately, though, Ireland come away with the penalty. Attacking line out here. 5 metres out. Can they get the line out right? It's been a cause of concern this game. Can they get this one right? They go to the middle, uncontested for Byrne. Rolling maul is set. The Wallabies drive through. It's gone backwards. That's once, says the referee. Gibson Park has it at the back. They have to use it now. He releases. And McCloskey. Dylan Peach brings him down 5 metres out. Furlong Tries to burrow under. Adam Sweets, ahoy, mate. Oh, McCarthy runs into a brick wall in midfield. Byrne, a metre out in front of the post. And here's Timony again. Gibson Park, the cutout pass out in front of the post is knocked on. The Wallabies defence. Unbelievable. Forcing the mistake. And they'll get a scrum 5 metres out, right in front of their own posts. High fives all around once again for this Wallaby defensive line. Oh, they have stepped up tonight. The Wallabies defence has gone to all new levels. Ireland are asking questions. The Wallabies at the moment have the answers. This is impressive. Mighty impressive. Plenty of action left in this one, though. Don't you worry. Potentially some twists and turns left. The Wallabies. A scrum 5 metres out from their own line. McDermott with the feed. They crouch. Bind. And set. McDermott feeds. Big drive from Ireland, but it collapses. We'll get a reset. Two forces colliding, and the scrum immediately drops. Good defense for the Wallabies. They're not going to give this one up easily. 31 points to 26. 13 minutes left to play. There's been so many try scorers. We've dropped down to a second line on the try scorer sheet. That's incredible. That doesn't happen very often. The scrum sets. McDermott feeds. Steady from both teams, but it starts crapping sideways. Ireland collapse. Penalty Wallabies. Oh, they're fired up, and you can understand why. Line out time. They've been dominant. Scrum time now. They've been dominant since Pangaramosa came on. And it's just not what you normally see from the Wallabies. As Donaldson finds touch. Be right back. Off the back of the penalty, Pangaramosa to the middle of the line out. The Wallabies secure possession. Swalihi out the back for Donaldson as they shift right. Jorgensen spins out of one. And they're tackled just short of halfway. Peach down the blind side. Still just short of halfway. Meme Hub, 67. Ahoy, mate. 11 minutes to go in this contest. Wallabies clinging to a 5-point lead. Keeping the ball in tight over on the tram lines. Tate McDermott has no options to pass to. Has to surrender. Slipper takes the ball into contact. Slipper living up to his name there. McDermott with the box kick. Peach flying through to put pressure on. Oh, it's well taken at the back there by Osborne. But a penalty to the Wallabies. And now some feeling into this one. Some push and shove on the deck. An obstruction penalty against Ireland. As Dylan Peach was chasing through, he was forced off the ball. 10 minutes left to play. Wallabies. They're going to have a shot here. The Wallabies from 30 metres out, bang on the touchline on that right side of the field. They're going to have a shot to put this beyond a converted try. Oh, this is a massive kick. Massive. To put themselves out beyond a converted try. Oh, these points, to say the least, incredibly valuable. Big kick, big moment. Donaldson. To give them the buffer of more than a converted try. Donaldson moves in, puts it on target, but it bends across the face, and it's waved away. Ireland run it back into the field of play, and now they've got space down the right edge. Frawley dummies. And he's taken a ground 10 short of halfway. The ball there for Gibson Park. Conan at the back for Prendergast. Immediate shift to the left now. Aki gets the ball free. Almost up to halfway now, Ireland. Attacking back down the left edge. Well defended by the Wallabies, but Ireland have gone into their territory. That could be a huge miss there from Donaldson. Timoney sets it up. Gibson Park at the back of the ruck. Puts the box kick up. Chasing through to put pressure on. Tracking back for it is Peach. He's done extremely well under the high ball there, Peach. Fantastic take. 8 minutes to go. McDermott has it at the back. He wants another ruck. They're not ready for the clearance just yet. Told to use it. McDermott. Box kick. Gets it away nicely from just outside the 22. Taken up over halfway by Ireland. Switching over to this right edge now. With some long passing. And Keenan into Wallabies territory. Prendergast goes left. And the cutout pass. Lurking out wide there is Timoney. Trying to have a little bit of a rest. He's like, what are you doing, boys? I'm trying to have a rest out here. And they've spilt the ball, Ireland, but the referee's got a penalty. The Wallabies offside. 7 minutes left to play. 45 metres out in midfield. Oh, this is tense. Tense, going down to the wire. Prendergast looking for this right touch again. 5 metres out. It's a good effort. It's going to be about 10 out from the line. And an attacking line out. Anybody's game. 6.5 minutes to play. Ireland very slow to get to the line out. Taking their time with it. Kelleher. This is a crucial throw. They go to the front and secure the ball. Rolling maul is set. Timoney's got it at the back. They break away early. Maybe too early. Penalty advantage for Ireland. Jorgensen in over the top, but he's cleaned out. Wallabies keep rushing up in defence. Nowhere to go here for Ireland. Gibson Park sends it infield. Kelleher takes the settler up the middle. 6 minutes left to play. 5 points the difference. A little upright there is Clarkson, but he gets himself to ground. Gibson Park goes left. Keeping it down the short side. The pick and go. A couple of metres out now, Ireland, with front foot ball. Pangaramosa goes in digging. Fresh penalty advantage now. Over on the left edge now. This time, a fresh advantage. Clarkson goes again. Ireland. Surely they get over here. The defence, the Wallabies, it's been impressive, but how much longer can they hold on? Frawley put on his back, very isolated. They'll come back for the penalty if the turnover's made here. It's still there for Ireland, though. Gibson Park somehow keeps it alive. 10 metres out. Conan and Aki go in to clean out. Still there for Ireland. No, the play breaks down. We've got time off. We're going back for the penalty. And be careful here. Referee O'Keefe might just reach into the pocket. He's having words with the captain, Harry Wilson, right now. And he's saying no more. There will be a yellow card, the next infringement. A yellow card. They've been warned. The next penalty down this end is yellow card. 5 minutes to play. Ireland have the penalty. 5 meters out from the line. What are they going to do? They've had success with the quick tap and go. The line-out's been a little wobbly today. Do they risk it? Mario's unhappy in the crowd. They put it into touch. 5 meters out over on that left edge. The game in the balance. 4 minutes left to play. Oh, they're going to tap and go. They're not going to have the line out. They're going to tap and go. Kelleher, a meter short. The crash ball for Furlong. He's driven backwards. I think it was Furlong. Hands away now from the Wallabies. Archie spills it. Bundy Archie drops the ball. But guess what? The Wallabies are offside. And the referee lives up to his warning. Yellow card and a penalty for Ireland. The attack will continue. Wallabies offside again. They'd been warned. He said next time's a bin. And he had no hesitation reaching into the pocket. Here they come again. Ireland. 10 meters in from touch on that left edge. They will tap and go once more. Not risking the line out. I think that's very wise. They've been very scrappy at line out time, to say the least. They've had success with the tap and go. Here they go again. Kelleher, a meter short. The pick and go from Clarkson. He gets himself across the line. The try is awarded. 31 apiece, kick to come. Thomas Clarkson, I believe it is, who's come up with the ball. Ireland have locked us up with 3 minutes to play. Turn around, big fella. Let me see your number. I think it's Clarkson. The number 18. Yes, it is. There he is at the back of the ruck. The number 18. Clarkson. I don't even have a photo of him. How about that? Prendergast with the conversion attempt to give Ireland the lead. Of course he's on target. Prendergast puts it right down the middle. No mistake. And Ireland lead 33-31. 2.5 minutes to play. They're still not safe. A penalty goal or a drop goal. They're still susceptible. The Wallabies go short, but Ireland claim it. Byrne brings it down. Gibson Park has it at the back. Will no doubt send this one deep. Box kick into the Wallabies territory. Peach lets it bounce. It sits up at the back. Donaldson takes it into contact. 10 short of the halfway line. McDermott into midfield. 2 minutes left to play. Wallabies told to use McDermott. The box kick. He sends it down. And Ireland tracking back for it. Peach racing through to put pressure on. Wallabies look to drive in over the top. But fantastic ruck work there from Ireland. Securing the ball. Still 2 minutes to go. Gibson Park told to use. Box kick. Sends it back down into Wallabies territory. Donaldson calls it. Secures the high ball. In over the top is Prendergast looking for the turnover. Wallabies counter ruck and keep hold of it. That was close. That was very close. Prendergast. McDermott fires it out into midfield. Swalihi. Huge cutout pass to the left for Jorgensen. Flat-footed. Gets away from Keenan. And he's taken down short of halfway. 1 minute left to play. The Wallabies have it in midfield. Still their own side of halfway. Donaldson is just lurking around the back. Here's Swalihi. Can he create some magic? Joey Swalihi taken down. Still inside their own half. Wilson. A couple of meters short of halfway. Donaldson for Peach. Wrapping around the back of the attacking line. The ball spills out the back. McDermott thought he spotted some space. Byrne grabs hold of him and holds him up. He gets to ground. Still there for the Wallabies. 30 seconds left. Wilson with the short ball. Pangramosa goes into play scrum half. Donaldson has it out the back. Takes it into the Irish half. 20 seconds left to play. Wilson. The double pump is read well. The short ball. Big defense from Ireland. Aki drives in over the top. Has he driven in illegally? He has. Penalty advantage, Wallabies. "10 meters inside the Irish half. Pretty much bang on the touchline. Peach now wrapping around in midfield. They come back for the penalty. Here we go. This is the game, potentially. 33-31 in favour of Ireland. The Wallabies have a penalty. 5 meters in from touch. 10 meters into Irish half. It's surely way too far out. Oh, Ben Donaldson, this is your time to shine. Ben Donaldson steps up 5 meters in from touch, 10 meters inside the Irish half. Time is up on the clock. They pretty much have no choice. They have to have a shot. Oh, this is a monster of a kick. It's over 50. Oh, Bundy Aki, what were you thinking, mate? Bundy Aki with a brain fade. The Wallabies an opportunity to sneak the victory. Ben Donaldson, this is a monster of a kick. 50 meters on the fly. 5 meters in from touch, 10 meters into the Irish half. To win the game, Donaldson moves in. Starts it out to the right. It's not going to come back. Ireland have won. He didn't curl it back. It started out to the right. It stayed out to the right. Ireland have won 33-31. What a cracking couple of games of rugby we've had. Down to the wire. Ireland secure victory. But it was far from convincing. Far from convincing. What a match. What a performance from the Wallabies overall. They let themselves down at the end. Nail-biting stuff in... Oh, Tanya, look, I've got no nails left. What a game. All right, Wasted World of Sports crew, thank you so much for your company on this one. If I'm going to do any more games tonight whatsoever, I do need to have a break because, honestly, I am absolutely at the brink. At the absolute brink. I need to have a little bit of a sit down, a little bit of a rest. But the plan is to be back for the Springboks versus England, and I do have a nice healthy break in between. So it's 10 o'clock for me right now. Fiji and Wales is on at 10 past 11. I don't think, honestly, I would love to. I don't think I can do it. I I need to have a break. South Africa and England aren't on it until 1:40 in the AM for me. So that is a good, like, almost 4 hour break in between games. So that is a lot more healthy for me, I do believe. So I do apologize. I'm sure that the Fiji and Wales game will be spectacular as well. I can't do it. I need a break. All right, Wasted Water Sports crew, thank you so much for joining me for this one. If I don't see you before, I'll definitely be back for the Springboks taking on England. Thanks so much for being part of this one. And I'll catch you guys again very, very soon. What a couple of games it's been. This Nations Championship is off to a red hot start. Congratulations to Ireland. All right. Catch you guys next time. Until then, cheers.